Hello everyone from the Lutz Academy, Cattoor here, and we're here again to bring you another amazing series on guitar stuff, right? So this series is going to be 7 videos and it's going to be on the CAGED system. So have you ever heard of the CAGED system? The CAGED system is an extremely important thing that we can use to understand the entire fretboard of the guitar. And we'll be able to play in any key in any location on the guitar, right? So if you're in a place now where you play well, but maybe you don't know how to connect all the dots on the whole fretboard, then this is really for you. This is going to step you up. This is going to bring you to the next level, and and your guitar playing abilities, your musical knowledge, and just understanding of the guitar and how it works. Because the CAGED system really explains how the guitar works very well. It's a great way to really understand the whole fretboard, right? So that's a little about the CAGED system and what you're going to be getting out of this whole series. So please stick around for the whole thing, start to finish. All right? Now, let me go ahead and explain a little more about the CAGED system. This is the first video. It's the introduction to the CAGED system. Starting from the second video on, we're really going to, like microscopically look at every single note and every single thing we're doing. But I'd like to just kind of explain why it's called the CAGED system right now, and show you how you can use it, alright? So anyway, the CAGED system is basically a mnemonic device allowing you to break the fretboard into 5 sections, alright? To break it up into 5 sections makes it a lot easier, so you can then put them back together and then you can see it all as one. But it shows you every place on the neck, and we use 5 basic chord shapes to do that, alright? Can you guess what they are? We're going to start with, they're all open chord voicings. We're going to start with the C major chord. Open C major, right? The next one, we use an A major shape, then a D major shape, an E major shape, and a G major shape. And what's that spell? CAGED, that's right. Right? C-A-G-E-D spells CAGED. That's why it's called the CAGED system. We use these 5 basic patterns, basic chord shapes in that order, and we get the CAGED system. Voila! So here's how it works. This might be a little mind-bending at first, but this is really, really interesting. So basically, we can take any of those chord shapes and we can move them up on the fretboard, and the shape will play, any of those shapes will play a major chord. But it could be a different chord. It could be any chord, any major chord. So like, for instance, with this C major shape, watch this. I want you to try this with me right now, okay? So play C major, right? Normal. But now we're going to play the exact same chord using different fingers. So instead of the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st finger here, we're going to play with the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. So pinky on the C note, right? This note is C. That's why it starts the C major chord. It's the root of the chord. Now we're going to put our 3rd finger on this E note here, 2nd fret of the D string, and the 2nd finger on this other C note, right? C, A, G, which is the C notes in the C major chord, C, E. That's what we get. Now the thing is, if there was more fretboard on the guitar, you would have to play it like this to be able to play these where the open notes are, the G and the E, right? If there was more fretboard here, if it kept going, you'd have to put your finger right here to hold down those notes. And that's why we're doing it, because watch this. If we take this shape, and I want you to try it just like this, like I am, put your finger behind the nut, and after you do that, move the whole shape up 1/2 step, just 1 fret higher. And squeeze real tight. It might be a challenge at first with the finger here, but try it out. So now I'm playing a C-sharp major chord using a C shape, right? Don't let that confuse you. Now the reason it's C-sharp is because all the notes just changed, right? We're using the same chord voicing, we're using the same shape with our hand, but we're playing different notes, so it becomes a different chord. Now this is a movable chord that can be used for any major chord, and it just depends. The easiest way to know is what's the lowest note you're playing. So this note is C-sharp. So if I go up 1 step higher, again, the whole shape, this note is D, that means I'm playing a D major chord now. The notes are D, F sharp, A, D, oops, D, F sharp. Now the cool thing is you can do that with any of those 5 chord shapes plus all the other ones you know as well. If you can just imagine where the finger needs to be for the open notes, change your fingers, move it, and voila, you got it. So, that's a long explanation for something that's really cool. However, we need to understand that to be able to play the whole CAGED system. So, what we're going to be learning is 4 things through this series. You're going to learn 4 things. One is 5 new chord shapes, right? It will even turn into more. But like this is one of them. So chords and how to move them all around the neck. And then we're going to be learning arpeggios, which is essentially just a chord, right? Just broken into single notes. We're going to be learning a scale pattern, a major pentatonic to be more precise, specific. And then we're going to be learning something called tonic shapes, which is basically just octave shapes living inside of these patterns. It's the root note. So in this case, a D major chord. So where are my Ds? The 2 D notes in this place, could be 2 or 3. They're here. So this, whoops, is a tonic shape. So this essentially is going to show you how to play octaves all over the neck, which is really cool because we can solo in octaves. Or play melodies, right? Wow. Alright, so that's all the stuff that you're going to be learning, and you're going to be learning how to solo, play melodies, play chords, play rhythm in any key, anywhere on the neck. That's what the CAGED system does for you. It's amazing. Let me give you a quick demonstration. I'm going to play all 5 shapes, right? And you're going to learn all this in the next video. So check this out though. This is all a D major chord using the 5 shapes. Right? This is the C shape. This is the A shape. Still a D major chord. Here's the G shape. Still a D major chord. E shape. Still a D. And here's the D major shape. And it's a D. So check this out. What I just did was I played all 5 shapes in time and rhythm, and it sounds cool, right? It's music, it's just music. But all I did sounds fancy, but I just played D major the whole time. 1 chord. And it looks like a lot's going on, but it's just D. So anyway, that's one thing that's really cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and just demo a little solo for you. Check this out, and I'll show you how you can move things around. Something in D major. Watch this. So that's in the first pattern. I'll move up to the second pattern. Fourth pattern. Move to the 5th pattern. And then I start back over at the first pattern, higher. So anyway, as you can see there, I played up the whole fretboard, moving from pattern to pattern. And that's what you're going to be able to do by playing melodies. Actually, you can read music with the CAGED system. It's much easier that way. Playing melodies, reading music, playing these arpeggios, playing solos, playing chord progressions, all that stuff is what you're going to learn by using the CAGED system and understand the fretboard way better. So that's a quick little demo of how to view it like that, right? Of how to jam and use it. But once you actually learn it, you won't be like thinking move pattern to pattern. You'll just be playing the guitar and everything will flow naturally. But at first, we do have to learn and separate them. And after we separate them, then it just turns into one big thing. So it's really, really cool. All right, so anyway, this is some things that you're going to be doing with the CAGED system and some things that you're going to be learning. Let's go ahead now and move into the second video of the series, and where I'm going to be teaching you the first pattern. All 4 aspects of it, right? So get your guitar, get in tune, get ready to learn, and I'll see you in the next lesson. All right? Ciao.